Hey, SBG Solution Based Gang, like, share, subscribe. Say no to rim, brothers, mothers, fear and sell no good suckers. Hype him up, hype him up. Shouts out Sharon Bracy and the Wildest. Wake up morning show, salute big dog. Shout out to the Lurk, PH, Diva, salute Brownsville, SBG Solution Based Gang.
Let's go. Good day, everyone. How are we doing today? Target is wilding out here. God damn it. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? I don't know, but there's something wrong with him. I don't know exactly what, but they out here tripping straight up. And we need to put a stop. So we have a conversation about the nonsense because it's absolutely ridiculous. To say the least, it's absolutely ridiculous. But somehow, some way, they be trying to act like we blind and that we just be exaggerating things. Yeah, no, we don't got no reason for talking about these things. We don't got no reason for taking away our support from these type of corporations. And we were just having a conversation just yesterday about how these corporations take away from the community. We were just having a conversation about it. But for some reason, they act like they don't understand. Why? Why we gotta be the ones that just take any kind of abuse? And everything is a goddamn oops. This community, the solution-based group community, any community that got harmed by this ridiculousness. Gail, do you approve of this costume? Do you think it's okay that people sell these things in 2026? Do you approve of this? This is just as bad as the Coolest Monkey shirt. It's disgusting. It's absolutely insane. Do you approve of this? I just want to know. I just want to have a little understanding if you approve of this message, of this imagery. Should we not control our own image? Should we just allow corporations to do whatever the hell they want without no kind of goddamn consequences whatsoever? You not aware? Is you what you mean, Gail? Well, let me upload the thumbnail so you can see the damn thing. Cause that's just crazy. If you didn't see the damn thing, that's insane. You got to be more hip and aware about what's going on. Cause this is what Target look at you as. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. This is just insane to me. Hold on, let me get the thumbnail ready for you. How about that? Because that's insane. And if you didn't hear about it, that just goes to show that we got to do better as a community to make sure our voices is heard about this nonsense. And that they understand that we are not going to go lightly and just act like this is okay. This shit is not okay. Good day to you, CJ Brooks. And you know how we like to start every single day. When I say good day to you, make sure you say that because I could feel that great productive energy. In this whole Target situation, man, Target, we need to talk. And I open up the panel for anybody that disagrees, thinks that it is okay for a corporation to talk down on Americans the way how they are doing, to depict Americans the way how they doing, to have all these racial stereotypes about Americans. I think this is wrong how they are treating Americans in America. Thank you, CJ. Good day to you, beautiful. I appreciate that. And it should be no American company depicting other Americans the way how Target was doing. They should not have these things inside of their stores depicting Americans this way. It's absolutely disgusting. And their apology is not enough. We need a little bit more than that. This should not be happening at all. What up, B Sneezy? Good day to you. Yeah, I see that. Maybe sometimes. Let me see. I gotta check what's going on with the internet. It's moving a little slow. I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes it be doing that to me, Miss J. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be doing that type of things to me. I don't know why. I mean, that's why we gotta make sure we hit the like button and the share button. We gotta get this stuff out. We gotta have more conversations, man. Shout out to Viola Davis, a beautiful, beautiful woman, intelligent woman, extremely talented woman. Shout out to Viola. She understands what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And here's my thoughts on it. As the people come in, hopefully we got our people in here and they appreciate us, the SBG Nation. We're doing our best to get our thoughts correct and moving the thought patterns in a proper direction. Because we got to start thinking in a way that is more productive for us as a people in society. It is no way an American company should be attacking Americans this way. And we should not allow American company to attack Americans this way. We don't allow them to attack any other American. Absolutely. This is the first time I actually agree with the urban landlord. It is a great deal of Americans that stopped shopping at Target a long time ago because of the insensitivity that Target has been displaying for quite a while now. They want our money, but they want to also disrespect us at the same time as Americans. You know what I'm saying? So, Target, we need to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently Target has a new Halloween costume. Right? And Red Scorpion, you better be careful. Your ass, it's summertime. I'm giving out block parties. Keep it to the subject. Went beyond out this, you know what I'm saying? Right? They had a new Halloween costume. And I saw this thing and said, who approved this? No. Seriously. Who? Because this wasn't somebody selling homemade costumes out of the trunk of a Nissan Altima. No. This is Target. This is Target. You know what? Let me see. Let me add. Shout out to Peasy Ain't Going. Shout out to Peasy Ain't Going with the early first thing in the AM. Thank you so much. Peasy Ain't Going with the $10 super sticker. Make sure you'd be just like Peasy. And matter of fact, outdo Peasy. Let me see somebody in the chat outdo Peasy Ain't Going. Shout out to Peasy Ain't Going. And I know Peasy ain't going for this Target shit neither. I know that for a fact, because this shit is just crazy and diabolical. Let me see. Can I just share the image without all this extra stuff? Let me see. All right. At least, right? Be sneezy. The bare minimum. All right. It's going to take me a while to download the image, right? So this is Target, right? a gigantic corporation. This costume had to go through people. Somebody designed it. Somebody approved it. Somebody manufactured it. Somebody priced it. Somebody photographed this damn thing. Somebody put it on a black child. Hey, and those parents too. Hey, we need to have a talk with y'all, but y'all, hey. Somebody put it on a black child. Somebody looked at the pictures. Somebody uploaded the damn pictures. Somebody wrote the product description, and apparently not one person in the entire relays grabbed the baton and said, y'all, nobody? That's the part that bothers me. That's the part that bothers me, Shiesty. We need to put their ass up on, hey, look, it's a wrap. Like, that's the part that bothers me. Nobody said a damn thing. That's just crazy. Because Target's statement basically says, we got this wrong. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Gail probably would, because Gail would wear it and say, like, I ain't know. Nobody told me that's what it was. What up, ADS? Yeah, we know, Target, you got this wrong. That's crazy. That's why we here. I don't need Sherlock Holmes for that one, right? I'm trying to figure out how many people got it wrong before somebody got it right. This was supposed to be a clown? Target called this thing kids. Target called this thing Kids Glows Under Black Light Circus Clown. Let me get some goddamn water. Y'all don't hear me though. This shit crazy. What do you mean, sir? What do you mean, Target? This is the Jay-Z. What is Target talking about? Jay-Z, we need you to talk. Jay-Z, you need to say something. Me neither, Shiesty. I haven't been at Target since forever. I haven't been in Target about at least 5 years personally. But especially after that whole DEI situation, definitely, I said, hey, we ain't going in no more. I don't care how nice the Starbucks coffee is. I don't give a damn how cheap the TV is. Jay-Z, you better say something. You got the nerve to call this thing Kids Glow Under Black Light Circus Clown. Halloween costume. Circus clown? Okay, maybe that's what somebody intended, but people looked at the exaggerated grin, the little top hat, the gloves, the imagery, and said, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I gotta add this goddamn, hold on. You know what? Let me do this. Let me delete this. All right. Let me add this. Hold on. Let me see if I can add it here. There we go. All right. Maybe that will add to the damn thing. Thank you, babe. She funny. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me show it. Let me pull it up, God damn it. This is what we talking about. Look at this costume, bruh. Look at this costume, bruh. This is wild wicked. That is wild wicked. Makes no damn sense whatsoever. Crazy. Can you look at this thing? Because you see this thing, right? You see this. And America has a history. And history doesn't disappear because the merchandising department didn't study blackface minstrelsy. Right? Was it some obscure little footnote? These exaggerated images of black people were used for generations. Right? Huge mouths, exaggerated smiles, clown behavior. Black people portrayed as stupid, childish, and ridiculous. It's insane. That's just insane. That imagery has history. So when people saw this costume modeled by a black child at that, modeled by a black child at that, come on. That's a lot for me. I ain't gonna lie. They didn't invent that historical connection out of thin air. They recognized something, right? And Target eventually recognized enough of a problem to pull the costume and apologize. But here's my question. Why did the customer have to be the diversity department? Why did the customer have to be the diversity department? And I don't know, maybe because, Gail, that is a crazy statement to say as a black man. That is a crazy statement, Gail, as a black man. Why are we the people doing quality control? Why are we doing quality control from Twitter, goddammit? I want to see the goddamn meme. I need the security footage. Somebody walks into Target headquarters. Okay, everybody, Halloween 2026, we got vampires, witches, Spider-Man, skeletons, great. And then we got this, and nobody said anything? Everybody, just fantastic, Susan. Who the fuck is Susan? Who the F is Susan, right? Very innovative, huh, brother? America saw something that looked like it came with a goddamn historical textbook. Did anybody in that meeting know a black person? Just one person? Forget DEI. Did somebody have a black neighbor in that meeting? Somebody who could text, hey, just pick up the phone. Hey, Marcus. Quick question. I'm send picture. Marcus response. Absolutely not. That's it. You don't know that one person? But maybe they did know that one black person and they sent it to Gail. Maybe that's what happened. Instead of sending it to Marcus, Everybody in that meeting, they knew the one black person they knew was the girl. The girl said, I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Insane. Target just say, clearly they must have called Bubba. Meeting over. They called Bubba, meeting over. Yeah. Target just saved millions in bad publicity with one text message, right? That's all they had to do. This is where the DEI argument gets interesting, right? And this is why people are connecting this Target pulling back DEI, not because DEI means black person standing in the corner waiting for racism. No, that's not the job. People act like that's what diversity departments do. Johnson, somebody design something racist. Johnson slides down the fire post. I'm on it. No. No. The argument is much simpler. When different people with different cultural experiences are present in decision making, they can notice different things. That's common sense. A room full of 25-year-olds might notice something a room full of 70-year-olds doesn't. A room full of women may notice something a room full of men doesn't. A disabled employee might identify an accessibility problem everybody else missed. And somebody familiar with Black American history might look at this costume and say, do y'all understand what this resembles? Do you understand? No, it's not, Otis. Absolutely not. It is no way. It is no way anybody could say we are reading into this too deeply. Look at the hat. It is no way. If you're a black person that did any little bit of history, you cannot see what this resembles. And that's the value, right? of black people being included in decision making in America. This is America. We cannot have an American corporation disrespecting Americans. It is no way. Absolutely not. DEI was never supposed to mean give somebody a job because they're black. This is where the conversation got poisoned, right? People heard DEI and immediately thought, oh, so you hiring somebody who isn't qualified because they're black. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. No, at least that should never be the objective. The objective should be find qualified people and stop building decision-making rooms where everybody has essentially the same perspective, because blind spots cost money and corporations understand diversity when money is involved. Oh, they understand demographics then. Marketing department, black consumers spend billions annually. Oh, now everybody knows black people. Urban demographics, multicultural consumer, emerging markets. Look at all these sophisticated words. But when somebody says, maybe one of those consumers should have meaningful influence over decisions, suddenly, whoa. Why does race matter? Why does race matter? Race mattered when you made the marketing spreadsheet. And we get it. Corporations don't love us. They don't love us. We get it. All right, so let me go to the larger point. Black people, please understand something. Corporations do not love us. And before somebody gets offended, corporations don't love white people either, okay? Corporations don't love anybody. They're corporations. Target isn't your cousin. Walmart isn't your uncle. Amazon ain't your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? We get it. Amazon doesn't send you good morning, King. Amazon doesn't send you a good morning, King. Amazon sends you your subscriptions will renew tomorrow. That's the relationship. Business exists to make money. That's not necessarily evil. That's literally what businesses do. But consumers need to understand the relationship. Like, for example, I'm in the business of making super chats. Can somebody please help out my small business and send some color in the chat? Or you can send a Cash App. Or you can send a PayPal. There's plenty of ways to support my business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Miss J? Miss J, you feel me? Your ass ain't timed out now. Consumers need to understand. Gail needs to understand the relationship. That's our relationship, Gail. You keep trying to blame me for something I ain't do. But guess what? Even though Target disrespects you daily, you would still attempt to have an argument to support them. I'm here with you every day. I talk with you every day. You disrespect me every day and I still talk to your ass. And damn, you can't send a 99-cent super chat? Wow. It's very interesting. These are the same people that say they support black men. Very interesting, to say the least. But he out here fighting for the corporation. He'll be out here fighting for Target. He'll be swinging to the fence of a Target. Target didn't mean it. Don't blame Target. Insane to me. You know what I'm saying? You give them money. You give your products and services. And people get confused because corporations learn how to talk like activists. June comes around, we stand with you. February, Black History Matters. October, celebrate diversity, and you're like, Target really understands me. No, they don't. No, they don't. So why fight for Target, not fight for Sharon? It's very interesting to see the people that want to act as if I'm doing something to them every day. When I'm fighting, you can't even recognize. It's so interesting when the people that are arguing me can't even recognize that I'm fighting for them. That's how crazy and twisted this thing is. They don't even recognize that I'm fighting for them. It's crazy. How you don't recognize that I'm fighting for you? I'm fighting for your image. The very thing that y'all say that black men need to be. The very thing that just say black men need to stop portraying. Y'all go against that. You don't even recognize that I'm fighting for you. When other people say, "Hey, you know what? He could speak well. He doesn't talk down on human beings. He doesn't talk down on women. He doesn't talk down on black people." That is the image that y'all say we as black men need. And guess what y'all do? Y'all don't even recognize that I'm fighting for you as a black man. Like, instead of Gail jumping up and saying, "You know what? Deja Timms, chill out," right? The Gail should be saying, "Deja Timms, you tripping." That's what all my black brothers need to be telling Deja Timms 5268. Deja, you are tripping. We do support our black brother. And then show out. Show up and show out. The urban landlord clips. He should be like, "You know what? Let me send Sharon $20 because when I hit the chat, I know somebody gonna kick me off for saying something egregious." He should be showing some love and support. Because the very thing that John Galt talks about every single day, I am the opposite of that. Do John Galt support that? Do John Galt actually support black brothers? Because according to them, I'm not the N-word. But do they support it? Do they actually support a brother that is attempting to move in a positive and productive situation coming from one of the worst places in America? So Deja, how about you? I don't know what group you come from, Deja. How about you show the people how to support? You could send 99 cents, Deja. Don't look at somebody else to do it. So I know if I ask Shicey Bun to send 99 cents, she got me. She gonna ask her Chad, "Can I send Sharon 99 cents? Chad gonna be like, "Yeah, don't worry about it, Shicey Bun. Send him 99 cents. Ain't that right, Shicey? No, they don't. Target understands Q4, quarter four, that's what they understand. They understand quarter four revenue. That's what Target understands. Every corporation discovered social justice when somebody showed them the market research, right? Some executive saw a PowerPoint slide 17. Black consumers have purchasing power. Get me Martin Luther King's quotes. You know what I'm saying? Marketing department scrambling. Which one? The peaceful one? And that's why the boycott matters, right? This is where boycotts come in, and boycotts isn't please love us. No, a boycott says you understand money. Wonderful. Let's communicate in your language. That's what boycotts do. That's different. Corporation, we value all communities, consumers. Excellent. Demonstrate it. That's all. Demonstrate it. Corporations, we hear your concerns. Okay? Consumers, excellent. Demonstrate it. Corporation, we remain committed. Demonstrate it. Because corporations have learned that apologies are cheaper than structural change. Every corporate apology sounds exactly the same. You know it before they even release it. We hear you. This does not reflect our values. We're deeply sorry. We're committed to listening and learning. We will do better. Brother, there has to be a website, corporateapologygenerator.com. You type what happened, racist Halloween costume, click generate. We are deeply saddened that our recent seasonal offering failed to reflect the inclusive value. Stop it! Stop. Tell me who approved the costume. That's what I want. Don't tell me you're listening. Tell me what changed. We're looking into how this happened. Target says they're looking closely at how this happened and what needs to change. Good. That's exactly what they should do, right? But consumers should follow up because that's the important part. Not just, did you remove the costume? You had to remove it. The internet already turned the costume into exhibit. Exhibit A. The real question is, what changes so the next offensive product doesn't make it that far? Who reviews the product? Who has veto authority? What culture review exists? How diverse are the people with actual decision-making authority? Not diversity in the Christmas commercial. No. We don't want diversity in the Christmas commercial, no. That's not what we talking about, Corinne. We ain't talking about diversity in the Christmas commercial. We talking about diversity in decision making. That's different. That's the difference. And we got to understand, putting black people in as isn't power. It's not what we out here trying to argue for. Maybe I need to just do nonsense all the fucking time. It's okay. It's all good. I be really out here grinding for my people, and I don't know if my people grinding for me. Shout out to everybody that is grinding for me. Shout out to the people that actually rock with me, man. Like, y'all don't understand how important y'all are to make me keep going. Shout out to all my damn day one supporters that rocking with me, man. Y'all don't understand how I be fighting for these goddamn likes, shares, and super chats. Man, oh man. Without y'all, so I want to just make sure y'all understand that. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with me. I really appreciate y'all. Like, seriously. Man, 20 likes is crazy. Shout out to the whole solution-based group. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all the members. If we can, let's get 10 members today. Let's get some super chats going. Salute to every last one of y'all. If you haven't supported in a while, if you can, please donate 99 cents. If you don't have $1, please hit this like button. If you don't like it, can you please hit the dislike button? That's all. You know what I'm saying? And corporations love black people in advertisement. Oh, we're everywhere. Black dad grilling, black mom laughing, biracial children running through sprinklers, grandma smiling. Everybody has perfect teeth. Corporate America invented the happiest black family in human history, but advertising representation isn't the same as organizational influence. I don't only want to know who's in the commercial, who's in the meeting, who signs off, who can say stop. That's power. That's what we need. Because that's what makes this particular controversy unbelievable. Somebody needed to say stop. Could we maybe modify the color palette? Stop. Perhaps consumer testing? No, stop. Let's circle back after lunch. There should be no lunch. Nobody eats until we figure out how this thing got past 6 departments. I'm exaggerating, but that's exactly why representation can matter. Not because every black person thinks alike. We know that is not to be true. We don't. Lord knows we don't. Put 6 black people in a room. You got 9 opinions. But different lived experiences increases the chances somebody notice a blind spot. Now let me be fair. We don't know the Target's DEI rollback directly caused this costume, I can't prove that. Nobody should pretend they can. Maybe diverse people saw it and nobody listened. It's a possibility. Maybe nobody noticed. Maybe the approval process was completely different. We don't know. So I'm not saying Target removed DEI. Therefore, racist costume, that's a little too easy. I'm saying the controversy demonstrates exactly why organizations should care about cultural blind spots and who has influence inside the decision-making process. That's But Black America, we need to discuss something uncomfortable. We can become loyal to corporations. Way too loyal. People, you know what I'm saying? I only shop at Target. Only? We know back in the days when we was calling it Target. Black people wouldn't step foot in Walmart. They're like, we going to Target. Well, guess what? Target don't only sell to you. Target ain't sitting at headquarters. You know, Sharon hasn't been here this week. Is he okay? You know what I'm saying? That ain't how that's happening. No, Target doesn't know me. And that's okay. But then, when I'm emotionally loyal to Target, business should compete for my money. If one doesn't reflect your values, you should shop somewhere else. You should shop somewhere else. That's capitalism. People love capital. They absolutely love capital. I love capital. Help me be a capitalist. I give you entertainment. You give me 99-cent super chats. That's how this thing works. I'm not asking nobody to break no bank. That's not what I'm attempting to do. I'm just saying, hey, show YouTube that our voices matter as well. Our voice matters, but people that is communicate in the same tone that you appreciate, you should show them appreciation. We should not expect somebody else. It is what it is. Let me be quiet. Somebody else ain't gonna do it. I'm doing my part. I'm attempting to, at least. Make sure y'all hitting that like and that share button. If you digging what I'm saying, think that there's something that we should be speaking about, make sure you hit the like and the share button. Look at the likes. Look at the shares. Look at what people support in the super chats. Shout out to Mwah with 1,000 jewels, the GOAT trophy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Mwah. Thank you. Make sure y'all be like Mwah and P Easy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. J. You know, let me see where we are with the likes. Good day, my read. Here's the thing. People love capitalism until the customer uses it. Right? Company, is what they say. The market should decide. The customers, okay, we're not shopping here. Company, wait, no, not like that. Yes, like that. Your wallet is a vote. You know what I'm saying? Your wallet is a vote. We have to understand that. Your wallet is a vote. Shout out to Time Watts. I pulled Target from my distro. Yeah, we had a conversation about it, man. It's crazy. Shout out to Time Watts. I pulled Target from my distro. I pulled Target from my distro list yesterday over this. This was a move too far for me. I have to push back a week, but worth it. That's real dedication to these people. Shout out to Shadow. Good day to you, Moore. What up, A-Dub? Your wallet is a vote. It is simple and plain. Your share, your like, all that shit is a vote, bro. It's interesting. Every dollar is not a literal political vote, but economically, where you spend matters. If enough consumers say, we don't like what you're doing, so we holding our business companies notice. Not because the CEO suddenly wakes up singing spirituals. Because somebody from finance walk in and say, sir, finance never brings good news. Sir, black consumers aren't coming back. And then, you know, we got to be careful with people that say the things that bother us as a people, we shouldn't be concerned about it. So, Che, what should we be concerned about? I would drop the link so you could explain to us what we need to be concerned about. Because everybody always want to try to say the things that is harassing us as Americans. The thing that harass Americans, you say, no, we shouldn't worry about that. But let some other countries say, hey, death to Americans, that's what you should be concerning yourself about, right? Sir, black consumers aren't coming back. CEO, get me the community outreach team. Or, you know, in other words, get me Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Where is Hove? Hov, we need you to speak up. That's their community outreach. They trying to call. They gonna call Jay. They probably could put Jay-Z on a call right away. Do you got another album we could exclusively put to let them know that we ain't against y'all? Suddenly, everybody remembers diversity. Right, so one thing I agree with is that we can't just boycott, we gotta have demands, and we do have demands. We cannot just boycott, we gotta have demands. But here's where boycotts can become useless. If you withholding money, what do you want? There needs to be an answer. And luckily, though, we do have an answer. We know what we want. This is the reason why we boycotted in the first place. We want them to put the money that they said they was going to put up in our black communities. We want them to put it up like how they said they were. We want them to be held accountable for the words that they used. There needs to be an answer. Otherwise, it's just anger. If activists are boycotting Target, demand should be concrete, right? And we do have concrete. For example, what changes are being made to product review? What comments are being made regarding diverse leadership? How will culturally sensitive products ad marketing be reviewed? American companies should not be insulting Americans. But maybe some of y'all people don't look at me as an American. Maybe I'm a subsection of America. Money Making Mitch says he went to Tim Pool's video saying it's not racist. Meanwhile, a bunch of racist comments on the video. So, and we have people like Chicago don't understand that the reason why they called Jay-Z in the first place is because because Target as a corporation lost billions of dollars because just a small population of the black community said, hey, we are not shopping there anymore. And because of that small population of black folks that are paying attention to what Target is doing, they took their money and moved it elsewhere. And with that, they tried to call Jay-Z. So it is affecting them. Because black folks are a $1 billion market. We are a $1 billion consumer. They are bleeding out money. And that's the power of us as Americans. And that we find that they clearly, in my opinion, I think they are showing that they don't want our business. And I think us as Americans, we should not give them our business because they clearly making a decision to say that they have no respect for us as black men and women. So anybody that is, any black man or woman is trying to justify this should be ashamed of themselves. And ain't no justifying this to say, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters. We're talking about Target and how Target's been on a boycott list for Americans for 1 year now. So now we as Americans have to figure it out. They drew a line in the sand. Are you going to be the one that say, hey, I don't care if you respect me or not, I'ma still give you my money even though you spit on me? Are you gonna be like Brandon Tatum, even though he went to a country that spit on him? He wanna act as if it is all good over there. They spit on you. B. Sneezy made a great point. Just because they were supporting ICE, a government facility, those white folks boycotted. So what we need to know what happened internally here. How would Target measure improvement? Those are things you can evaluate because do better isn't measurable. Right? So when a corporation say we did better, how? How? Betterly? No. Give me something I can measure. So this thing is bigger than Target. This isn't just Target. Every corporation needs to understand this. America is diverse. Your consumers are diverse. Your employees are diverse. Your marketing is diverse. So your decision-making process need enough perspective to catch obvious cultural landmines. Because the alternative is expensive. And we doing a great job of moving the needle and making them understand. So this ain't just about Target. This is about corporations all need to be on notice. That we keep on keeping our money in our own pockets is going to get very expensive for you. And we need people that have some kind of self-respect for themselves as an individual American to not support somebody that's disrespecting you as an American. We need to make it very expensive and clear to them that you cannot disrespect us as American. And one of the ways how we show corporations you cannot disrespect us as Americans is with our dollars. You save more money eliminating somebody's positions. Then spend $30 million repairing the brand's repairing the brand's damage from something they might have caught. If they'd have had Shadow there, he would have caught it. Say, hey, what y'all doing here? This is ridiculous. Are y'all blind? Shout out to the Cash App. We ever get the Cash App says, we ever getting Diva back? Well, the issue is, it's situations like this. The issue is situations like this. Whenever I attempt to have a conversation on how we need to move collectively as Americans, when clearly a certain situation happens that is against us as Americans, a lot of my black brothers do not want to step up and say, you know what, I support that message. They want to question the message. They're not even recognizing when somebody is fighting for them. A lot of my black brothers not even recognize that I'm fighting for them. I'm pretty sure D Chicago makes plenty of money in real estate. He ain't sending me not one super chat, even though I'm fighting for his black ass. I don't want people disrespecting him. I don't want people disrespecting our black children by putting them in goddamn minstrel costumes for advertisement. That black mama or daddy should have said, hey, nah, this ain't, no, not my kid. Not my kid. But they don't even, y'all so, and this is why Diva left in the first place, because so many of you brothers not understanding who is fighting for you. Y'all don't even understand. Right? The corporate, all they care about is efficiency. Only thing they care about is we save $108,000. Great. You saved $180,000 by getting rid of DEI. Great. And now you lost 200 million in market value. That's awesome. Now you lost 200 million in market value. I hope that you're happy. Promote that. Halloween didn't do this, and please don't blame Halloween. Please don't blame Halloween. Halloween didn't do anything. Halloween was minding its business. Ghosts, vampires, candy corn, nobody eats. Candy corn has survived 100 years despite nobody actually purchasing it. I've never seen somebody buy candy corn, yet every October, there it is. There it is. That's the real conspiracy, goddammit. That's the real conspiracy. Shiesty. That's the real, everybody buys candy corn just for Shiesty Bun to come and knock on their door. Forget Target. Forget Target, right? Who is funding candy corn for Shiesty Bun? That's what I need to know. Who is funding candy corn for Shiesty Bum? That's what I need to know. But Halloween isn't the issue. The issue is cultural awareness. You can make scary costumes without accidentally taking a field trip through Jim Crow imagery. There are plenty of goddamn monsters. Werewolves, zombies, vampires, Congress. Endless options. Imagine if corporations treated financial risk the way they sometimes treat cultural risk. This decision could cost us $400 million. Executive, probably fine. Never will happen. If they knew it was going to cost them $400 million, they're like, oh, let's just check it out. See what happens. And again, it doesn't matter why we upset. We could be upset strictly because it was a black kid. And we upset about it. That's the cultural problem. Money making Mitch. Are you a black man, sir? All right then, Chicago. So if Target would be fine without our business, let's make sure we don't give them our business because they disrespect. So Chicago, are you arguing that the fact that even though they are disrespecting us as Americans, we should still just not care and give them our money, even though they are disrespecting us culturally? Is that your argument? I want to understand, what is your argument, Chicago? Are you just arguing to argue? Do you not understand the implications that they are saying about you as a black man? The boycott is not about ending Target. The boycott is about making sure our money is respected, because our money is powerful. So Chicago, I would like to understand, what is your argument here? I'm not asking you if you're offended by Maud. I'm asking you, what is your argument? Is your argument what? So I can have an understanding. What are you trying to argue? Because you're being very loud. You're screaming in the chat. So what is it that you are trying to communicate? Are you just here to disagree with me? Somebody that is actually fighting for your imagery. Why would you want to spend your money at a place where they disrespect you all the time? And then come here and we see people here argue every day. The same people that complain that, they getting timed out. That's why they don't spend a super chat, but they'll go to Target and spend money there. What we are trying to accomplish, Chicago, is that our money matters and we need to spend it in places where it respects us. That is what the boycott is. So for what we want is for them to be held accountable for the things that they said they was willing to do for the black community. Target has set a goal that they was going to do, and then they reneged on that situation. They're supposed to give I believe it was $4 billion towards black communities to help with jobs and things of that nature. So we are holding them accountable to that. And ever since they reneged on that comment that they said they was going to do themselves, we never asked them for anything. They offered it. And so when they offered it, we said, cool, let's go with that, Target. And we supported Target. And what they did said, F y'all, we don't respect y'all enough. And so we started boycotting then. And then they tried to get Jay-Z to get black folks to get back into Target stores to buy his exclusive Target album. And we said, no, you going to get Jay-Z is not good enough. We don't care about that record album that he's putting out that is exclusively for Target. No, you promised us $4 billion because you opened up your mouth and said you was going to give it. So now you need to own up to that. And until you do so, we are removing our consumer base. And we're trying to get more people involved so they can understand that us as consumers need to pay attention where our money is going so they can respect us as Americans. I don't understand how many, this is Chicago, who are you talking about? You talking about me or you talking about somebody else? This is not complaining. This is something that they recently did. So again, so let me ask you, Chicago, do you disagree with anything that I just said? I'm gonna ask again, Chicago, do you disagree with anything that I just said? That's the reason why we are boycotting, because they do not respect us as Americans. West End Wave, who is complaining? And again, this is the problem that Diva had with a lot of our brothers, that y'all not recognizing that things need to be said so we can continue to push. Chicago, I just explained to you why we are boycotting. Because they disrespecting us as Americans. And they need to be held accountable for disrespecting us as Americans. So we are controlling where our dollar goes until they start having some respect. And then once they start making changes and they do the things that they say they was going to do, then maybe we'll come back to the board and say it's okay to spend money there again. Do you disagree with that? Do you disagree with holding a line on somebody that is disrespecting us as Americans? What we can do is get more people involved in these situations and to cooperate, because it's not just about Target. It's about corporations understanding that they need to respect us as Americans and our money matters. Do you disagree with that? That is a yes or no. Do you disagree with what Sharon is saying about what we should be doing as Americans being disrespected by an American company? Do you disagree with a black man speaking up for having corporations have respect for us as black Americans? If you agree with that, we need more people standing up to these big corporations, then you need to support that. And the way how y'all can support that is by plenty of support buttons for you to hit. There's plenty of them. Show your support and hit the support button. There's plenty of support buttons. Hit whatever one you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, these corporations have 19 consultants. They have 19 consultants, 3 law firms. Risk analysis, insurance, focus groups, a 76-page PowerPoint, but cultural issues? Looks okay to me, send it. Nah. I'm sorry, yo channel. No. That's the problem. Cultural competence isn't some fluffy HR concept. It is risk management. Dallas, clearly, hey, Dallas, I'm doing my part. I'm speaking what I'm speaking, and the people that is hearing me properly, they should support it if that's what they are into. If you are into a black person standing up and say, hey, I demand respect as a black man, as a black American, hey, if that's something that you are into, then you should support that. I can't force anybody to support a stand-up situation. If you agree with it, I don't know why so many people, hey, it is what it is. Only thing I can do is speak my truth as much as I possibly can and stand up for the correct things how I see it. I'm doing my part of pushing out the content, being consistent every day, making jokes, making fun, having a good time, bringing up topics that should be important to us as a people, as Americans. I'm doing my part. So I just need the people that is watching, I need y'all to do y'all part as well. Because it is risk management. Right? Because I don't look at it as black consumers should not have to beg. Black consumers don't have to beg. And this is where I want black people to change our mentality. We don't have to beg a corporation to respect our business. That's backwards. We are customers. If you want our money, earn it. Simple. Don't threaten anybody. Don't harass employees. Don't go into stores acting crazy. Those workers didn't design the costume. Leave the cashier alone. She is trying to go home. Don't walk up to some 19-year-old Target employee explain your company DEI strategy. No, she works Tuesdays and Thursdays. She don't know. Direct pressure towards leadership and spend our money according to your values. So hopefully my channel is according to your values. And if it is according to your values, then send 99 cents. Send a like, send a share, send a Cash App, send a PayPal. Spend your money according to your values. That's peaceful. That's legal. That's capitalism. And that's my biggest message. Stop confusing a corporate logo with an ally. A corporation can make decisions you support. Support those decisions. It can make a decision you oppose. Challenge those decisions. But don't build an emotional relationship with a corporation that is fundamentally transactional. Target doesn't need to love black people. Target needs to treat black customers and consumers, employees, and communities with respect. That's a difference. I don't need the CEO at the cookout. Matter of fact, don't invite him. We running low on ribs. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a corporation singing, lift every voice and sing to. No, I don't need you to do it. Shout out to Shadow who just learned that damn song. I need competent leadership, fair treatment, respectful products, fair opportunities, and accountability when things go wrong. Not just, we got this wrong. That's what Target said. We got this wrong. Okay. That's step one. Now show us step two. Because removing the costume doesn't explain how it got there. The public caught the problem. Now Target needs to identify the process failure. And if you're serious about learning, tell people what changed. Because otherwise, we doing this again next year. Different product, same apology. And when people ask, would more black people in leadership have stopped this? The responsible answer is, we don't know. Because somebody like Chicago, maybe, I don't know. But here's what we do know. Different perspective can expose blind spots. That's why corporations recruit expertise in everything else. Cybersecurity expert, finance expert, legal expert, supply chain expert. Nobody says, why do we need all these different perspectives? They never say that. But cultural expertise enters the room. Why are we dividing people? Brother, you have 12 different vice presidents. Apparently, specialization was fine until black people arrived. At the end of the day, corporations understand incentives. If customers complain but continue spending exactly the same amount, what incentive exists to change? That's the uncomfortable question. A strongly organized consumer boycott says there's a financial consequence attached to losing our trust. That's legitimate. And companies have a choice. They can't ignore it. So hopefully this could get through some of y'all, the ones that is trying to argue me down. They can't ignore it. They can respond superficially, or they can make changes that persuade those consumers, those customers to return. That's the marketplace. So here's why this is where I land. So Target sold a children's Halloween costume that many people looked at and immediately connected racist minstrel imagery. Target pulled it. Target apologized. Good, but don't stop at the apology. So while people are saying dumb shit like we are complaining, good, but don't stop at the apology. What we need to be doing, how did it happen? Who had authority to stop it? What changes now? Who is represented? Who is where decisions are made? And black people, we got to stop asking corporations to love us. They don't love us. They need to understand something much simpler. Our money comes with expectations. If you want the black dollar, respect the black customer. If you want black families walking through your stores, don't sell them something that reminds those families of imagery historically used to degrade them. Okay? Don't just give us, we hear you. Show us what changed, because corporations understand one language better than every language on earth. Revenue. Okay? You can write them a 4-page letter. Thank you for your feedback. You can start a hashtag. We value the conversation. But when finance walk into the boardroom carrying a spreadsheet, everybody gets quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, sales are down. CEO, how fast can we get the diversity people back? Suddenly DI ain't so confusing. Now everybody knows what the letters means. So no threats, no harassment, no nonsense, just consumer choice. Hold your money, state your demands, watch the response, and make corporations earn your business, because Target is not your friend. Target is a store. And if a store wants your damn dollar, there's nothing unreasonable about saying, act like you want my business. That's the show. It is what it is. God damn. That is the show. Yo. It was good. Hey, much. I mean, I'm doing the show right now. I was trying to call you before I know you'd be asleep, so I know I'll be trying to catch you. I'm not sure if you was up, working, I don't know.
Like that. Yeah, because I was a little asleep. I didn't go to my first job. So I was sleeping a little long.
All right. Well, I'm on the show. I'm on the live right now. You know what I'm saying? So, good to see you.
Hey, see you too.
So, maybe you don't think there's nothing wrong, and maybe this show, maybe you are somebody that want. I don't know. I'm not really sure what do you want, because I laid out and I asked you, what do you disagree with? You haven't said anything concrete of what you disagree with. All you do is keep asking questions. But you're somebody that would not hit the link and explain what is your position. Is your position just to argue? Is that your position? Because you asked me a question and I answered it. So now I'm gonna ask you, what is your position on this situation? Your position that you think that we should still spend money with Target? I don't understand some of you brothers. Why you fight so hard for the people that's not fighting for you? Maybe somebody can make it make sense. Maybe the urban landlord can make it make sense. Maybe Chicago could hit the link and make it make sense. I would like to hear the argument. So I'm not understanding I don't know who that, Chicago, you want me to answer a question? Send it in a super chat. Shout out to you. Your channel sucks. Are you what is your race? Maybe that's why it doesn't matter to you. Or maybe y'all just don't feel like Americans deserve respect in this country. Maybe that's why. There's a lot of people that believes that Americans don't deserve respect and that we should just take anything. Anybody could just do whatever without any kind of consequences. I mean, it goes to show by like what the things that most of the time, I don't know. Like I said, you got to support things with your dollar, right? That your dollar is a vote. So you got to support the things with what you hit the like and the share button with, right? So the more things that the more times I do shows like this and attempt to raise awareness so we could be respectable Americans. Right, to show that we are respectable. Y'all against that. So I guess I need to be, getting drunk and just cursing women out and cursing our brothers out and saying the N-word every 2 seconds. And don't say anything meaningful at all. Right? And I don't know what to say. And this is one of the reasons why Diva left. So, it's crazy. It's crazy how many of our brothers don't understand imagery. They don't understand context. And I asked you a question on your channel. What culture are you from? What race are you? Because if you don't think that black people deserve respect, then it makes sense why you don't care about what imagery means about a black man. Right? I mean, it shows that no matter what, when somebody is fighting for, y'all still will fight against it. And you're right, MJ. And some of my brothers just need to understand that it is very sad and when we start to see how many people will go against their own best interests. And they don't understand. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's weird. It's weird to see how many black men are against black men. Especially a black man that is fighting for them. That shit is crazy. They don't even recognize. It's so sad that they don't even recognize that I'm speaking up for them. That's how lost they are. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And this would be the same people that will argue and complain about how the black man image is in America too. And then when somebody is in front of them that is the exact opposite of what the negative stereotype is in America, that's the thing that they'll fight against. It's a weird thing. Your channel, I didn't say we need to do any of those things. I don't know where you got that confused about. I don't know where you got that confused about. I don't need you to think like me at all. I don't give a shit if you think like me or not. All I asked you was one question. What background do you come from? I can't believe my eyes. Shout out to Davey. Shout out to Davey. It says hiding. shout out to Davey with the Jews. I appreciate that. And again, you still haven't answered what background you come from. I don't need you to think like me. I need you to think, period. Okay, just checking. All right, you say you are. So, I mean, the link is there. So if you want to have a disagreement, you want to explain yourself, we can have a discussion about it. We can have a discussion about it, please. You can hit the link, turn your camera on, and if you are not a coward, we can have a discussion. But a lot of people are afraid to actually have a discussion in face-to-face. Why? I don't know. I ain't asked you to be a streamer. I don't know why you say I'm not a streamer. Clearly you have opinions. If you don't disagree, I don't understand. Do you disagree? And if you disagree, hit the link. Chicago, if you're not a coward, hit the link. What's your disagreement? Let me see. I did what, $1.40? Let me see where the goddamn likes at. Because I guess because y'all don't have no respect for yourselves, so you don't have no respect for me. So that makes sense, right? I get it. Let me see where we at with the likes. Let me check. Damn, we're not even at 40 likes. All right, so prove that you're not one and just hit the link. I didn't call you one. I said, if you are not a coward, hit the link and we can have a discussion is what I said. If you saying that's an insult by saying if, that's up to you. I didn't call you one. So that's a big difference. Maybe it's just a lack of understanding is what we have. I said, if you are not a coward, hit the link and have a discussion. That's what I said. But if you want to take that as an insult, that is completely up to you. But I didn't call you something. And the people that really is fighting for just to be contrarians, that's not me, that's YouTube. Don't blame that on me. That's YouTube, sir. Get premium if you don't like ads, get premium. I don't know what to tell you. Ulta is better than Sephora, baby. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I'll feel you, A-Dub. Goddamn, you only got 5 lashes? Look, I know you looking crazy out here in these streets with only 5 lashes left. Oh, shit, that is funny as hell. That is funny as hell. God damn. Is he? I think so. I don't remember. I got it written down somewhere. I don't know. I think we had a maid in here, and they might have threw out my goddamn paper. Goddamn! Not they sell lashes at the Dollar General. How many lashes you need? Damn. Is each last $1? I don't know what that is about. That somebody that wants to come and tell you what you should be concerned about. Hey, if you think I shouldn't be concerned about, you could go ahead and all you gotta do is simply make your channel and talk about the things that you concerned about. I've been here for an hour and a half, and the man said, "You know what? I'm tired of you for the day. Your channel sucks. You're not supporting the channel at all. So this is gonna be your first warning, and then the next one you'll be done for the day. If you're not gonna communicate with respect, then you can leave. You don't have to be here." It's crazy. It's crazy to see that as and I'm assuming your channel sucks as a man. It is weird to see grown men. I'm assuming you grown. Willing to just say anything for attention. It's crazy. Like, I would love for you to try to communicate for over an hour and a half by yourself with no video and see how far you get. You know what I'm saying? Most comedy shows is an hour and a half. Nobody would go up on the stage and say, "Hey, he did a whole hour and a half. This dude sucks." And if you was laughing and having a good time. Most people was laughing and enjoying themselves, even though they don't want to pay their admission fee with just a like, share, or 99 cents. I get it. I get it. People don't respect respectable people. I get it. And that's why they always want to challenge a respectable person, because I represent something that, you know, that's difficult for you. I represent something that most of my brothers never seen before. I'm somebody that comes from the goddamn dirtiest slums, and you know, and I came out without a goddamn stain on my shirt. I could talk without saying, you know what I'm saying, every minute. I don't have to put on a goddamn fitted cap, a polo t-shirt, or a hoodie. I don't have to act as if I'm from the hood to feel comfortable. I'm very comfortable in my skin. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to prove and act like I'm some kind of tough guy or some hood guy. I don't have to do that shit. And I get it. A lot of people, they only want that representation, even though we hear it time and time again. Hey, the black culture is trash. We need some better imagery. We need people to not curse as much and drink as much and smoke as much. You can see me on TikTok? All right, maybe I don't know. I don't know. So, you know, the thing is that I don't think that we doing bad over here, to be honest. I think we got rid of a lot of the haters, the people that was trying to so-called gatekeep and trying to hold me accountable without real words. And now we just have a few left. We have a few people left that is attempting to be disrespectful to a respectful person. It's only a few of them left. And so as I go through the new transition, right? And I'm not talking about what happened 2 years ago, and I'm not talking about content creators and having this back and forth about what's happened with this content creator and that content creator that's in our small space. We are gonna go through this rough patch. And that's just what it is. I'm gonna keep on hitting with my jokes. I'm gonna keep on doing my hour and some change of commentary and talking my talk until I build up, as we keep building this goddamn plane while we flying. This has been a long journey. A lot of people get upset because I'm in the way. And a lot of people, they thought that they was in the way, but they wasn't really in my way. You know what I'm saying? They thought they had some keys to the goddamn city. Nah. I flew over those dreams. They thought they was going to have I flew over that. So, you know what I'm saying? As I keep moving forward and I just keep on doing my commentary on different things that is happening in the world, it is what it's going to be. A lot of people want to keep you stuck in just talking about nothing and having old arguments about what happened 2 and 4 years ago, where I don't care. I wasn't even here 4 years ago. I have no idea. But also, I got to get adjusted to given what the algorithm is asking me for. Right? Clearly, the algorithm was asking me to do a certain thing, and I keep going against the grain because I get bored. I like to keep things moving. I like to keep things focused and have different conversations because I have the skill set to not just be one niche type of conversation. It's very difficult for me. I can get bored very quickly. I need movement. I need that ass shaking, goddammit. You know what I'm saying, Tracy? I need that ass shaking, goddammit. I don't want that same move all the goddamn time. Sometimes I need a little different twist. Whatever, Weston, do something about it. If you say so, do something about it. You ain't willing to do nothing about it, just shut up. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Shadow the Time Wise for helping the hydration fund. I think that's what we got to call it, Shadow. We're going to call it the hydration fund. Sir Powers, sir, for water. That's right. Put my tongue all in it, goddammit. Oh, damn. Oh. Should I stay? Oh, shit. Leave me alone, sir. Leave me alone. Don't worry about what I'm doing, goddamn. What up with you? Damn. I don't know if he lagging on my side or if he lagging on y'all side. There you go. Don't be worrying about what I'm doing to my water. Shit. God damn. So what? I get a little freaky, you know what I'm saying? So what? You feel what I'm saying, Cleveland? So what? I get a little, Hold on, let me drop the link, make sure. What else been going on these YouTube streets, man? All right, we got Shout. We got Shout ready to beat me up and say how I got it wrong.
How you got Target wrong? Oh no. Look, we had a distribution meeting about it yesterday. They gave me a list of places, the books that are dropped. Target was number 3. I was like, remove it. I want it gone. I'm not dropping that Target. What are you gonna do? Tell me no?
Yeah, he could. He could have an argument with you and say, hey, business-wise, it's a bad move. Nobody's going to know that you are making this. Nobody knows that you are making this stand.
To me, that was a step too far. Like, whoever they got as their PR team needs to be fired. Like, whoever does the advertising needs to be fired. Their PR team needs to be fired. Their their social interactions, like their community outreach, that whole division, everybody needs to be fired.
The whole shebang. We need some answers for that shit. That shit is crazy. What you think I did on my commentary today? I had a lot of things to say. I ain't gonna lie, I did have a lot to say.
No, I rocked with it. I was listening all the way through. I think you were. That's why I waited so much before I just dropped super chats in. I think it was a wise thing. I think people who don't understand why it's important, because one of the things I made up was blacks are some of the highest consumers in America. Despite the low population we have, we spend a lot of money on just commercial things. With that being said, if all black people pull their money from a business like this, losing 5% in 21 hours is ludicrous.
It is.
And yes, when I say blacks, I mean black men, black women, black children, people of African descent, blacks, yes.
Hey, Shadow, you see, that's why I switched it up on them. I was calling us Americans the whole time.
America.
I didn't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Americans, they was disrespecting Americans when they did that. They was disrespecting American heritage, American history, things that put certain Americans in at a disadvantage is what they are bringing back. We supposed to be moving forward, right? We supposed to never forget all the atrocities that happened to us as Americans, right? I thought we supposed to never forget. Right? If we never forget, that's how we keep things moving forward. So we won't allow it to happen again.
Look,
so
the rainbow
that's why
community.
I made sure I kept saying Americans because I knew. Cook their
Look, the
asses
rainbow
up.
community
Go ahead,
smashed
Shadow.
Target. The rainbow community smashed Target through the roof over their
Woo!
trans agenda the first time, and then when they swiped it down because they lost 13%. Then they smashed them again for pulling it down. I was like, yeah. Target's been in a PR nightmare for 6 years straight. Like I said, whoever is their PR person, they need to get fired. Because whatever they're doing, it's not this.
Well, unlikely we're going to change that. We are American, goddammit, and they're going to respect me as a goddamn American. As a foundational American, Shadow.
I guess I just don't understand what would make you think that was a good idea. Even if you put that on a white model, no, it doesn't matter that you can literally take one image and put it to the next. No, that's shut down. I don't think we're getting that. Because like what Viola Davis said, Viola Davis, she's like, yeah, no, we don't accept your apology. No, we don't, because you clearly don't understand what you did wrong.
Hell yeah. And that's the main thing too, right? Is like you just saying, oops, my bad is not enough. We need to know, first of all, we need to know all the people that was involved to make sure that this made it that far. And then how you going to change all the policies to make sure this doesn't nonsense happen again? That's what we need to know. We don't need you to just say sorry. We need you to fix it. The real apology is your actions and how you move. That's the real apology.
You need your phone? Right. You need your phone? So get this.
That's
anybody who was involved with the pulling of all the black products in Target, yeah, they probably should have got fired, right? Anybody who was involved with approving this, because keep in mind, it wasn't approved by one person. It was approved by multiple people.
It went down a list of people, most likely.
It went down a list. And whoever made that decision,
we need to know.
Yeah.
And you know what happened, Shadow? Maybe like all the people that is deciding on what get passed, they did have that one black friend that they call, and that one black friend name was Unlikely, and Unlikely was like, I don't see nothing wrong with that costume. It looks good. I want to wear it. Maybe that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? They called the one black friend, you know what I'm saying? And that one black friend was Unlikely, goddamn shit.
Everybody's
Now,
got that one.
I guarantee you this.
You could-
I guarantee you this. I know they
Sit
did
down.
not
You're
think
the
it was
man.
going.
Are you that man?
They did not think it was
Okay.
going
No,
to
you're
cost
good.
them 200.
What?
It was going to cost them $200 million. I'm pretty sure they did not believe it was going to cost them 200 mil. That one suit, you know what I'm saying? That one costume, you know what I'm saying?
$200 million. Wait, $200 million in 21 hours.
Shit.
What?
That's
Hey.
that's
How does $9.99 costume cost you $200 million?
right.
Everybody's getting
$20.
fired today.
$20. Crazy. And so, you know, but I am very excited about the people that are getting into the mind frame of that we're not going to be disrespected anymore. I do appreciate everybody that is on that grind. You know what I'm saying? And recognizing that, hey, our dollar will be respected. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that don't even understand economics and how things work, right? As we was having a conversation yesterday about how city economics work, and what part of the city is a detriment to the actual city's budget plan. And most people think that the part of the major part of the city is going to be where most of the money is getting bled from. But in reality, is the suburbs that actually get that bleeds out from a city, right? Because they got to pay a crew like Shadow to drive all the way out and service less people, but over more land, where he could just do a small block where it covers 1 million people on a 20 block radius. Where he goes on the suburbs in the 20 block radius, he only served 10 people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, they don't understand how that is messing with the cities, where the money is going and where it's coming out of, which part of the city is bleeding out the money. They don't really understand these things. And so the fact that they don't understand that $20 costume cost them $200 million in 12 hours says a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, that's dangerously accurate. Like the way you establish that, like, yeah. Right now, I'm near SMU. We've got probably 100,000 people here, maybe 200 people out of service, right? Or 200 specific locations to service, but it's maybe 12 to 13,000 people.
Right.
But I can go out to White Rock or down the street from my house, and I can take the same distance, and it might be 30 to 40, which is a significantly different number of people.
Yeah.
Like half of which ain't even ever at home.
It's crazy. But you know, unless you actually into your community and try to figure out how to support your community and where you could get funds and all these things, if you never went to a meeting, you don't understand where the actual budget goes and what part of your city is taken away from the budget versus the majority of the budget is servicing the most and actually getting some profit out the goddamn situation, right? You know, so a lot of people just don't understand that because they're not willing to deal with they local economics and understanding how sanitation and police work and schools and all these things. Like it's a much bigger issue than people think. It ain't as simple as people think.
Well, think about it. So if I make $31 an hour, right? And that's a base pay, and then, but I'm in that 31 hours. I'm serving $31. I'm serving 700 people, versus me making the same $31 to serve 15.
Right.
Like, because
a big difference.
It goes into the taxes of the people. All the people are paying the same taxes.
Right.
I don't care either way. I'm getting paid regardless.
Right. But look, and sorry, before I bring out the mud Cody in there, right, and it goes deeper than that, right? So even the roads, you know what I'm saying? Like you build more roads for less people and less traffic, but the city is paying for those paved roads, those sidewalks.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? It's less people per acreage. However, you are spending way more. You paying way more pipe for sewage. You paying way more cable lines for electricity. You paying way more for paved roads and sidewalks, manholes. All these things cost way more out in the suburbs because it is less people that it is actually servicing. But you actually got to use more materials. You know what I'm saying? It's very weird. Right after go ahead, out the mud, Cody. Good day, sir. How are you doing? What up with you?
Sharon, shout out, what's good with y'all, big dog?
What up, big bro?
I'm out here trying to figure out, Cody, why more black men don't support a black man that's supporting them.
Yeah, I can't help you answer that one. That I can't help you answer. But I was trying to figure out what's the deal with Target, big dog?
They out here, doing nonsense again. This is the newest costume that they was promoting. I don't know if you could see it, big dog, but this is the newest costume that they promoting. They said was a clown suit, but we know that is literally a blackface costume. Trying to remix it as a clown costume. It's a minstrel costume. We see the small little hat he got on the side of his head. We see the red lips. We see the hand gestures with the black, like we see it. These people are crazy.
Yeah, so at
Can you
this
see it,
point,
Cody?
I see it. So at this point, Target gotta be saying they don't want the black dollar in their store, big dog.
That's what my whole show was about. And if they don't want to respect us as if they don't want to respect us as Americans, and they don't want to respect the history that we went through as Americans, hey, we should not be spending our dollars in there until they show some goddamn respect, until they hold some accountability and say, hey, and do, right? Not just say some shit, not just say, oops, my bad. No, you're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, they just don't know how to go by telling you to keep your nigga ass out they stove. But that's what they want to say to you, big dog. They just don't know how to go by saying it. And I don't get the purpose of what's so spectacular about running in Target. But the only conclusion I come to is shit. The black people always want to be around them crackers like that, big dog. So it just is what it is. You get the punishment that they ish out on your bitch ass. You want to constantly run around them, be treated how they want to treat you.
Right. And anybody that looks at the costume and don't understand it, hey, that is cool. You don't respect yourself to understand your own history. It's just simple and plain, right? You don't respect yourself enough as an American to understand your own history and what that imagery did to you as an American. And the importance of why they was using that imagery to go against you as an American. And if you don't recognize the importance of imagery, we are doomed to fall into the same situation again. A lot of people do not understand how powerful imagery is. Yeah,
but they want to be included in every damn thing, big dog. And they want to be included in everything, and they want to include everybody in everything. So when you dealing with them type of people, they're never gonna see your angle or receive the message you're trying to deliver because they want to be included. They want
But
to be a
I've
part of
never,
that shit.
they want to be a part of.
Yes, yes. They
Mm,
will they want to be a part of it so bad they're willing to take and receive whatever it takes to get that come with it, big dog, to be a part of that shit. And it just
so
is
you
what it
saying
is.
if it was back in the days when they was taking pictures of hanging people from trees, they'd be the few Americans that has a hue to them that be in that postcard just looking up.
Damn straight. And don't see nothing wrong with what Master did. Yeah, some people just sign up for shit and they know they wouldn't accept whatever come with it to be a part of this shit.
Damn, Verb, that's crazy. It's wild to see that like we don't recognize when somebody is being disrespectful to us as Americans. You know what I'm saying, Cody? Like every other culture recognize when somebody's being disrespectful to them. And they make these big corporations pay for that. Those are that Rainbow Coalition, they was not playing with Target at all. They said, "Oh, you want to play? We got you."
Yeah, because guess what though, Sharon? That Rainbow Coalition got a foundation that they stand on that ain't American, big dog. They ain't saying we American Rainbow Coalition. They saying we Rainbow Coalition, goddammit.
That's an interesting point. Because I'm trying to have a different language, Cody, because saying black, right, it seems like that's a negative connotation. Like you can't be black and demand people to give you respect. It's like it's like a lot of people expect the word black to be disrespected. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna call us Americans because that's what we are, right, Cody? According to the Constitution, we're Americans.
Yeah.
So therefore, why would American company disrespect us as Americans when they know the horrible history that comes with that imagery? That imagery comes with Americans being hung from trees. That imagery comes with Americans being depicted as lazy, depicted as ridiculous, depicted as ugly, depicted as subhuman. So we know that imagery hurt Americans for a very long time.
Sharon, I'm not just American, I'm black. No, look, I was raised by white people. I am black no matter what I was raised by. I understand you're saying people can be offended. I don't give a fuck what you're offended by. I am a black American male, period. They can miss me on anything else. If you want to be offended by it, be offended by it. But go look in the mirror. My hair is jet black. My eyes are coffee brown. Yeah, my skin is dark chocolate. What's up? I am what I am. I'm not gonna adjust myself for you.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they want part of that shit, man. You can. They want to be a part of that shit. Once people want to be down and want to be included, want to feel like they're involved with some, a part of something, man, they willing to accept a lot of shit that come with it. The hazing. Remember, think about hazing, right? All the shit come with hazing that people would go through that they normally wouldn't just to be a part of this shit, right?
Yeah. Hey. And the crazy part is that I'm not even telling anybody to be offended or mad. What I'm telling people to be is recognize disrespect when it happens.
Aware.
And when somebody disrespects you, don't spend, you should spend accordingly. That's all I'm telling. And then they act as if I actually didn't even say not one complaint today. I didn't say not one complaint. All I said was, hey, we gotta make those people respect us. We are not gonna be walking into those stores supporting you when you clearly disrespect us on a daily. Is all I'm saying. And this time, I don't give a damn if you go ahead and grab Jay-Z. It ain't working this time. Shout out to the Verbal Assassin. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show, The Beautiful Conversations with MJ.
Hey, bro, what's going on? How do my mic sound? I lowered it because I was looking at the replay, and it does really do seem like I'm screaming when I'm speaking to people. So my bad, everyone.
You sound good, and no, it is no Targets or China. Is no Walmarts out here. They don't do big box stores at all. Actually, everything is local business. They very good at building communities out here. That's one thing I would say is excellent what they build. They make sure that the local people have an opportunity and chance to start a business.
Yeah, so here's what I say. I thought that we was boycotting Target and that it was still continuing to go on, even when they try to get what's that
Jay-Z.
pastor? Jay-Z, the pastor, they tried a couple of times to try to, get us back into their stores. So I thought that this was already, what's going on. Like, we know that everybody is not going to follow suit, right? For example, the people who don't have a problem with the costume is the people who don't understand the history of minstrel shows, right? And they don't see the correlation from it. And it goes back to why I spoke about what I said yesterday in reference of this quote-unquote Pan-Africanism and stuff like that. Their upbringing is completely different than ours. They don't understand the meaning and the disrespect behind that costume. But let them create a costume. Let Target create a costume with a straw hat, dirty foot, and sugar cane in the mouth. They'll understand that shit very quickly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I want to see the dirty foot part.
But like seriously, I'm serious. If they were to create costumes that would be something that is identifiable with their culture or their country, then they will understand the disrespect.
That is crazy. Now I want to see the dirty foot part. You is a nut.
Hey, shit, right? Hey, man, I ain't shit, but I ain't gonna never sugarcoat it like I'm more. I ain't shit. So just take it from me. I ain't shit. But I ain't gonna fake and shake with you like I'm more than what I'm is. My ain't shit gonna be accounted for. You hear me? My ain't shit gonna be accounted for, big dog. But I'm gonna stand on mine.
I ain't never seen a costume from Hills Have Eyes in Target. I'm just saying.
Right. It's just weird, what I'm saying, that people are going out of their way not trying to understand. Because it's not about they don't get it, they don't want to get it, or they don't want to accept it. They want to convince us that this is not a concern. If it's not a concern for you, that's cool. Go somewhere and be concerned about other things. But stop trying to enforce yourself onto other people. That's my biggest thing.
They don't know how to transfer things into other parts of life, right? See, they can see that they can understand metaphors and when it come to rap and goddamn shit, right? But they don't see the hidden message in metaphors in the plays that the people make in their business, right? Yeah, it's metaphoric. They've been shooting subliminals at you over the years, and you've been running up and going do your protests and painting your signs and shit and saying boycott them, and then you go back. Then they throw some more shit in your face and be like, "Hey man, we told you niggas to go and stay from around here, but you keep coming. Now let me show you this." And now you and now you're right back over there again. You get what I'm saying? It's just you get what I'm saying?
Right, and it's funny because like Target was called out a couple of years ago when they had that monkey shirt and they specifically put a black.
That was
one of the. That was H&M.
H&M.
The coolest. the coolest monkey in the jungle or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. It was H&M. But you just what I'm saying. Like, it's just been a lot of examples where these certain establishments have been doing things that, you know, is out of pocket and out of line, and they act like they don't understand the history of Black Americans in America and what we had endured. So if you want to play like that, then okay, the ones who want to step away and not, you know, go to your establishments, they're going to do that. Do not sit up here and try to convince people that they need to patronize you because you want their money, but they also want to get or they also want the ability to disrespect you. Like, that's just not going to happen. You're going to pick and choose. If you think that disrespecting me is more valuable than getting my money, then that's your business.
It's a bar. And you know, and it's a lot of companies that attempted to do it and act like they insensitive. You know, Montclair did it as well. Montclair did it. They did a bold blackface too. They mascot as a blackface person.
Yeah, Gucci did it with the headscarf mask. They had the red outline on the lips on the mask.
I agree. That shit was crazy.
So you know,
hey, listen, they got some cold ass designs. I haven't walked in a Gucci store since.
And then, Sharon, you got to think about it like this, too. This is the way I think about it, too, because I transfer shit. A lot of shit in life is transferable. You can put a lot of this shit in other scenarios, right? And so, Sharon, I view it like this, man. These niggas still watch the NFL, big dog. So, he ain't finna get them to stray too far from what they like about Massa. When they like it, they love it. So it's hard to get them. Much like them narratives these dudes be painting on these online panels. Once they get that narrative and they got one or two shaking their head nodding with them, you ain't getting them off that narrative, big dog. He running with that motherfucker till next year.
Hey, out the mind. I'm so into not disrespect. I said, let me go check and see what's outside. You know what I'm saying? And I left that motherfucker to go see what's what. and people clown me for that. They like, what? What you do? What? That's crazy. It's insane. Like I'm just, you know, and I'm just seeing what it is. I don't know if it's gonna be better or not, right? I'm just checking to see. I'm just checking the temperature. And then I come back and I report back and say, hey, this is what the temperature look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's supposed to be what we should be supporting, that type of shit, because the report back, right? We should be waiting on a report back and expecting a forecast. Hey, what's going on, big dog? What is looking like? Can we survive and sustain out there? Is it feasible for us? We should be supporting it. Because you went and surveyed the land, you see what it's like. You know if it's plain, if it's hilly, if it's got. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't understand. They just be people just so crazy. Like I tell you, man, you can go get a flying Maserati. They gonna say, man, it ain't shit.
They like, hey, you know that thing lost 30% since you left the year.
So you can't like, please them, big dog. Hey, if you ain't got no target, you can't please them. You need a target, nigga.
Yo, that shit is crazy, though. That should be real for real. Like, you go to your people like, yeah, man, I'm about to go on vacation. They're like, this nigga need a vacation. This nigga tired. You know what I'm saying? They have mad jokes.
Well, that's just the crab in a barrel mentality, you know, and it's very strong and it's alive. And I don't think it's really going anywhere.
I really would love if the majority of us didn't have that mentality and they could learn how to be free thinkers. There's so many of our people that's in the world that just go with narratives without doing any kind of no critical thinking whatsoever. And it's kind of sad to hear and see that they don't even have arguments that is suitable for the discussion at hand.
Well, you gotta understand, Sharon. I'm sorry,
go
Cody.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the majority of the people of the world are followers.
Yeah.
There's not that many free thinkers, and there's not that many leaders who actually, fit those categories. Majority of people are followers at the end of the day.
Yeah, you took
And I
basically what I was
don't.
gonna say. You took it because I was like,
Mm,
shit. It's hard to be a free thinker when you want to be a part of something.
mm.
So when you want to be down, it's hard to analyze what the message I'm delivering to you because you want to be a part of this. So it's hard for you to go against and second guess what I'm delivering to you because you want it so bad.
I don't know, Unlikely. That's a great question. Where is the support for the black man that is supporting the black agenda? It is not an easy thing. It's not. It's a difficult thing. I think most people believe that when you support the culture, it's supposed to be for free. They have an issue, like we have an issue for a majority sense, right? Some people understand that we gotta support in all types of ways, right? Like shares, comments, and there's a plenty of ways to support. But with the financial part, a lot of people believe that the fight is supposed to be with no money involved, and you're supposed to be broke when you want to fight the good fight.
I
And
think
this
the
is why
reason
they
why
don't like
people,
people like they don't like people like Al Sharpton and all these people because they're like, oh, well, he doing it for money. Like, bruh, like the dude need to eat.
I
Hey
think it's
man,
just a bad taste, and it's a bad taste in people's mouth due to the history behind that. A lot of people have gotten supported financially, and they turned around instead of actually utilizing it for the common goal, the bigger picture that they sold it on everyone. It was just only for personal gain. So a lot of people look at it like if you're first coming out the gate talking about money or talking about me giving money before you can even show and prove what you're trying to give back, then they're going to be skeptical, right? But you're absolutely
I
right, Sharon,
disagree.
that why?
They because they love to support the person that comes with money first. All those preachers that say, "Hey, you da 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 da, you gotta help and you gotta. I need to be flying across the world."
But that's the problem. They only support the illusion that that man got it like that. They're not going to support the person who's hustling and struggling and saying, I need your help to get to this level so I can bring you guys there. Most people only align with people lives that they want to live. That's why you see them in there. But if you are just coming up as on the same level as them, they like, why the fuck I gotta support you? Why
uh,
I can't be the person that you support?
let me say
And
this:
then, yeah,
the worst war ever fought is a war with no financial backing.
Woo!
See, how you gonna go to war and you ain't got no cheese? You can't go to war broke. You
I
need
agree.
yeah, you understand what I'm saying? You gotta be able to afford the ammo and the artillery that you're gonna need to get through the gates. At least shit.
And shout out to Unlikely. He says, "Let me support Sharon since these fake pro-blacks in the chat won't. Us." Shout out to Unlikely with the ultimate troll. And y'all better and all the people that do support that can't support by that, y'all better reply to Unlikely's chat and say thank you.
Yeah, but that's on all levels though, Sharon. That's in everything. Like shit, the United States, the United States military ain't shit without financial backing, right?
That's bar. Unlikely says where? Goddamn, doubled up on y'all. That's a
Uh,
great point. So yeah, keep cooking. That was a great point.
no, I'm good right there. I was just saying, that's it. That's just it. Ain't no. It's a insufficient war once we ain't got no financial backing, nothing to get our equipment together and training up to par. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a It's a lose-lose at that point.
Yeah, because that's where America really has a real strong situation. They put that money in that military. Unlikely, the support. We're the support. That's what he was trying to say. He says, we're the support. He on y'all next. Shout out to Unlikely. And yeah, they put that money. We're damn, hold on. He says, we're the support blacks. Oh, Lord.
Not blacks.
It's in Target
my
right
God,
now.
like
It'll
it's
be back. It is in Target right now. It'll be back later.
Child.
Oh my goodness. Cody part of the troll too. But yeah, like you know, one thing I can say that is very interesting that the president is doing. Like he's backing out a lot of support in countries if he feel like they ain't paying their way. So I think that's very interesting. I don't know what to think about it yet. That he's pulling his support from a lot of organizations and countries because they're not willing to finance or throw some soldiers his way. I do find some of the moves he do interesting. I don't know if I agree with them yet, because that boy is a wild. And what they doing in goddamn Ukraine? You see they kidnapping men in Ukraine? They just snatching men off the street in Ukraine. That is crazy to me. They snatching them up off the street and putting them in military uniform, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say they making them go to war.
I just want to make sure we're having the same conversation. Ukraine, that used to be part of Russia, is pulling Russia tactics. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, they need all hands on deck at this point, big dog. Shit, they need to put everybody out there in a uniform at this point.
Damn, Unlikely says, where y'all at?
Yeah, they need all hands on deck. They in a desperate situation right now.
Unlikely on y'all next. Shout out to all the brothers that's in the chat that agree with me that didn't support the channel. Shout out to y'all. Unlikely on y'all next. That's kind of crazy, brothers. Hey, look. Shout out to all my brothers out there that ain't never support the show financially. How y'all let Lee kick y'all ass? That's insane. What you think, Cody? All the brothers that's out there that watch the show every day, never in their life support the show. Lee disagrees with me, and he out here supporting. What you think about that, Cody? It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Lee
Shout out to Lee. Y'all
hell.
support the white man. Y'all support the white man. Support Sharon.
Yeah, Lee just petty as hell. He could have been saying.
Shout out to Taiwan. He says, here, knuckle. Corinne Mackey says, Lee, I see you. We don't get paid till Friday.
Yeah, Lee being messy. He know what it is. But I ain't tripping though. Petty is cool sometimes. I can get jiggy with Petty every now and then. Shit. Yeah, but shit, Sharon, it's a thing where we gotta figure out how to make black eyes as cold as white eyes, big dog.
Say that again, Cody. That was a good joke.
I'll tell you now, when we get that, I think we got a goddamn answer, big dog. But till we figure that out, I don't think we gonna move the needle much.
But you know, I mean, I think it's interesting that, you know, we got Viola Davis. She jumped out the window and said something about the situation right away. I don't know what happened to the hip hop brothers as well. Like, that used to be the #1 place that we could get all of our, you know what I'm saying? We get all our jokes in. You know what I mean? Like, where is the new version of, like, the 50 Cent version of speaking out and having a funny ass punchline about this situation and saying, you know what I mean? Like, where is that at? Like, where is the Jay-Z of this generation that would say a funny punchline that we all be like, yo, you heard what he said about Target? Yo, that was
They're talking
crazy.
about spin that. They're talking about spin
You
that
know what I'm
twerking
saying?
and robbing niggas.
Crazy, unlikely. Oh, when I, brother, talking now, y'all don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So like, where is that artist at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't always just keep depending on Kendrick. Like, he can't be the only one. Like, goddamn, we know he only put out, an album once a year. He can't put out, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Shit, Kendrick's is few far in between, big dog. So, and then like right now, I think we just at the ultimate state of self, right? We at the ultimate state of people being like selfish and for self, and not even considering moving as a conglomerate, right? I don't think that's the main focus at this moment.
Nah, think about it. Target will pay you to twerk for him as long as you don't say don't come to me. So here's the thing: if you have a price and your morals have a cost, in a heartbeat, you can't fight against Target. They're gonna spend that and make sure that you keep people coming. So like, I'm not gonna call anybody out specifically, but just like you said, you got to have somebody who can't be bought, and that means they got to be successful enough that they don't have a price. Because the minute Target pays that price, it's over.
Yeah, people ain't focused on moving as a conglomerate as they speak and try to portray themselves, right? More people are like more selfish and interested in trying to make sure that them and theirs are straight, right? So if Target got what they like to consume, and they just gonna keep going to Target regardless of what the situation is at the time, right? No matter what stands their group of people taking, they're not gonna join the stands because they, like I say, they already they want to be accepted and be a part of that shit, right? So it's hard to shake them off of that.
Damn. Shout out to Unlikely. He said, I thought y'all said we spend the most. Well, spin that shh. Spin that shh. Where all my super chatting niggas at? And spend that cash.
Get out there, Sherrod. Tell them spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
Whoa.
Hey, you learn fast how real that song is once you tell people to actually spin that shit. Hey, put some actual money on the table.
Well, Sharon, at least you know your chat is not full of scammers.
Damn.
Nah, because they were rocking it to spin that too. Nah, Cody, I ain't giving them that. Yeah, y'all were rocking spin that shit.
Sharon got a good, decent chat. His chat is great civilians of all colors and church-going characters. They're not scammers and
I got about it.
Common thieves of life.
Hey, I need West End to send in at least a blue super chat. Shout out to Unlikely. Oh, I forgot. Y'all only care when it's racial. Damn.
Lee say he gonna get some reading out your ass today. Even $2
Hey, Lee, and even if Lee was right, this is racial. This is a racial issue right here.
It is a racial issue, yeah.
But how many people going to Target tonight?
Lee said,
read. West End Wave. I want to read one of your super chats. I haven't never read a West End Wave super chat. I would like to read one time in my life. That'd be nice. You be talking all that You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to read a Western Wave super chat. Hey, but look, one thing for sure, Cody, like Lee got a lot of the people that was talking shit. He got them to be quiet.
He shut their ass up in that motherfucker, didn't he?
All the men that was talking, hey, he got a lot of them to be quiet. So that's interesting.
Hey man, yeah, they just ain't gonna. Man, it's hard, man. I'm telling you, like I say, I'm from Mississippi. But man, when you see them kind of guys that be like, hey man, hanging on to this white man coattail and every word, you understand what I'm saying? You be like, what the hell is wrong with you? What is you? You know what I'm saying? So and I'm like, it's crazy because you see it in all parts of the earth, every side of every corner of this Americas. You see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's like, man, y'all don't get it. You don't understand. You feel me? Come on, man. But shit, granddad is shaking his head when the boy come home, looking at him crazy, man. What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with him? PZ ain't gonna say, don't got that A-Rap money. Oh, this been that A-Rap, but I do got that HVAC money. Shout out to my fellow 10 knocker. Peasy ain't going. Salute to you. Yeah. Shout out to all the 10 knockers out there. That's what they call us on the construction site, Cody. You might know that. I don't know, maybe.
I used to do that shit, Sharon. I was hanging straps and goddamn me, unit struts and shit, big dog. I was doing all that. I was up there in 30 feet in the air, hanging out the ceiling. Yeah, I've done all that. For real. I was doing cutting dampers and placing dampers. I was doing all that, big dog. And I'm kind of good with that shit. I ain't gonna bullshit. I know how to tip well a little bit and all that.
Okay.
I'm sheet metal ready. That's though. I can cut that sheet metal good.
Another fellow 10 knocker.
Yeah, I'm sheet metal ready, big dog. I was in that shit for like damn 4 years. Man, we came from like.
I know you did it for like 4 years.
Yeah, I did it for like 4 years. Well, we like come from like, we hands on type. You understand what I'm saying?
Shout out to LA. He said, it isn't hard to support an American with $2. That's a bar right there.
A big ass helicopter just flew over me. Motherfucker felt sound like he was right on my shoulder. I was like, hold up, big dog, where you at? Helicopter big as hell. Yeah, but Sharon, I came from like my granddad and uncles and shit. They all like builders and shit. They all like build carpentry workers and stuff like this. So we did a lot of that shit young growing up. They was teaching us how to handle the tools and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shout to, yeah, you're right. You can easily get to 100K. You can easily get to 100K. I'm slinging that 10 for sure.
Yeah,
it's not that difficult. You pay attention a little bit, yeah, you could definitely get there pretty quick.
Yeah, I was in a union out here when I was doing that shit.
Definitely get.
But them,
you definitely get there with the union.
They just play so dirty in the South with their union shit, Sharon. It's crazy, man.
And the union is a whole politic.
Yeah,
the union is about politics.
Man, they politicking hard.
They politic hard in that shit. Unlikely says MJ and Shatter excluded. Don't let the coon out support you, goddammit. Damn, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Shout out to Lee.
You might be on to some shit, Ron. It look like you pulling the coons in. You done figured out how to turn black ice as cold as white ice. You on the verge of something, Sharon. We might have to get you stamped and certified. I ain't know you on the verge or something.
God damn.
Gonna crack the code. You ain't know it.
Salute to that. Salute to you, Unlikely. I appreciate you. Thank you. You know, me and Unlikely always had a very strange relationship of fighting and loving each other.
Yeah, y'all got a little hate. Y'all got a little hate. But Unlikely cut for you though. He cut for you. He don't. He just get in his head sometimes and go too damn far. But he cut for you though. Y'all changed him. He wanted to cut his hair and join all kind of armed forces and shit. So yeah, y'all worked on him a little bit. You got this. You got to take your small wins, Sharon, and count them and celebrate them. All your wins ain't gonna be astronomical, right? So you got to take your small wins and be able to view them and notice them when you accomplish them. You get what I'm saying? And ain't nobody got to pat you for it. You just know that it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we're gonna get there. And I do find it interesting too, as Cody, that as more as I do content that's not about the space, I noticed it was a big difference. That you know what I mean, like so, it's interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so these people ain't talking about shit in this space, and it's really playing out any damn way to be seeing the same self-mud scoundrel argue about the same bull cone every other day. Feel me? So it's just a new lane that's out there. It's another lane. It just got to be ventured into and stay fast. Just stay on it, and it'll work. You know what I'm saying? It's another lane. It's just
building up a new.
We're not dealing with absolute stupids. You get what I'm saying? These people got sense where they can think and relate to more than one combo, right? So it's lanes where it can be ventured. It just got to be explored and stay on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't easy neither. It's not easy to attempt to keep on moving the needle and trying to add to my content creation skill set. You know what I mean?
Because you're attempting to move the needle. Because you're attempting to move the needle. That's why it's difficult, right? That's why it's gonna be difficult, because you're attempting to move the needle. If you was just focused on letting the needle maintain and stay where it's at, it would be an easy track to just jump on and start running, right? But now that you building a track, you goddamn me the first runner on the track. You understand what I'm saying? So it's
What? I didn't even hear about this. What's the girl name? Scam people for 2 years? What influencer? I don't know who that person is, Shicey Bum. You gotta put me on. I was thinking about doing a show on the young that Clancy case. I gotta do some research on it, see what's actually happening, because that is a strange situation from what I'm seeing just through the small little clips. I need to have some better understanding before I talk about it though. That shit is strange. The white lady that deleted her children and then jumped out the window.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really understand what's really going on. I really don't understand. From the clips I've seen like, a couple of 30-second clips. I'm really not understanding why she's getting so much support. I don't understand it. I need to have a little deep dive into it to really understand what's going on.
Because y'all constantly sell y'allself this bullshit story that crackers separate themselves from their degenerates. When I'm constantly telling you they don't, we do. You separated them from their degenerates in your mind. They haven't in reality. In reality, every degenerate they come across, they support. They get $800,000 to $1.5 million worth of GoFundMe dollars. And it ain't coming from their mammies.
They gave that lady $1 million?
She got like $850,000 or some shit.
right now in GoFundMe?
Yes. And
No way, Cody.
it's with every one of them that comes across your news screen. They all accumulate those large sums of money, right? And they're all what we would consider degenerate in our small number of people, right? We would consider degenerate, right? But these people in large numbers.
Hey, Cody, shout out to the Cash App. It says if you can't beat them, join them, player. But yeah, that's a hey, for some reason they able to, man, they don't give a damn if they people degenerate or not.
And they don't care if you know their name was on the goddamn sponsor list either. They don't give a damn. Yeah, black people try to hide their hands and don't want people. I don't want to support it because it's gonna look like all black and black only. That's what they do. That's how black people think, right? So they don't. The white people, them crackers go straight and say, "Hey, you say what, honey? Yeah, send them 20, send them 10,000 real quick, baby. Make sure they straight, baby. Go and get 2,000 out there to count and send it to them over there and make sure they straight." That's what Bubba telling his crack ass woman around there in that moo. You hear me? But
hey, Shiesty said all the evidence suggests the husband did it. I'm gonna have to really do a deep dive on it then.
But we ain't on. We just let them. It's crazy. I'll be like, man, come on, man. We got to see this shit, man. It ain't no way. But they right in the face, right in plain sight. They just hide right in plain sight. People act like they don't see it.
Right. So like even with this conversation right now, right, when we trying to understand, when I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this lady that deleted her children, we have a chat that's saying if you talk about slavery, something you don't experience, and prejudice and sex, you in your feels. Black women do this, I promise you. That is crazy when we are talking about holding this lady and trying to find out what this lady has done to her children. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, and
like
then
how you go talk about slavery when this lady is on trial for possibly deleting her children and tried to take herself out by jumping out of a window, and she's claiming and I think she's claiming some kind of psychosis.
Yeah, they saying something like her mammy and them saying she was diagnosed with something as a child, right? And it's probably dyslexia or some shit, right?
That's crazy. So I need to understand why Shiesty Bum is saying all the evidence suggests the husband did it. I need to understand. But what about Shiesty? What about her jumping out the window part? That because I heard that I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know how she broke her legs, but did she jump out the window or did she get thrown out the window?
She jumped out the window. I think she admitted to doing everything, but she just says it's like they running with the mind thing. Her mind like glitched or some shit. But I think she admitted to like doing the shit too though. Yeah, but they trying to get her like 4-5 years. They trying to get her like 4-5 years or some shit, big dog.
How many kids?
There was like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
hell
like
no.
It was like 3 or 4 babies. And I'm telling you, I think what they pushed for, I think they trying to push to get her like a 5-year sentence, max 10 or some shit. I'm telling you.
Nah, and they gave Carmelo 35. Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we ain't gonna see that though. We don't see that. Carmelo deserved it. You feel?
Nah, that's I don't know. Shiesty Bum saying all the evidence is pointing towards the husband. Have you heard anything about the evidence pointing towards the husband?
I didn't even know he was there when it occurred. Well, I might be wrong though, but I didn't know he was there. I didn't think he was in the home when it happened. If I heard right, when I just started looking at it like yesterday, day before though, so I might be wrong.
Okay, so you knew to it as well. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I might have to attempt to do a deep dive on that shit and see what the hell's going on.
It sounds crazy though.
It sounds so crazy because so many people are wearing pink and getting behind it. And
no, man, Sharon, they was at her first court date with strollers with babies in them on the front lawn, big dog.
That's wild.
Hey, and I ain't talking about dogs. I ain't talking baby dogs. I'm talking about babies. They was on the front lawn of the court, and all a sea of pink and baby strollers with toddlers in them, big dog. Like they was offering up. You hear me?
What is the idea behind the wearing pink? Do we know?
No, I guess it's the color for whatever mental illness thing she's portraying to have, right?
Okay.
I don't think nothing wrong with the little pale bitch. I don't think she's mentally ill. I'm just keeping 1,000 with you. Cause guess what, man? That's the hardest shit to determine. You hear me? If somebody is mentally or if they playing with you, big dog. So I'm gonna go with they playing with me. If this motherfucker ain't pissing and shitting and slobbing on himself, goddamn me, damn near eating his own shit, I think the motherfucker got some sense. You hear me?
At least enough sense to know if they taking a life or not.
Yeah, you hear me? Cause get what? One thing about the American court system, they don't believe it. So why would I? They'll lock your ass up and you come in there playing crazy. No, nigga, you ain't boo-booing on yourself. Ain't no shit running down your leg. Well, I don't believe you. And that's just what it is. I know it sounds harsh because it's mental and we really just can't know. You feel me? But shit, based on the fact I can't just know, I'm just going with what I know. You playing. For real.
Interesting. I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna see.
It's a good one to hold on to keep up with, Sharon. It'll probably run your numbers up too. You know what I'm saying? Getting into deep diving into these court cases and shit, right? That shit'll probably run you up too. So it's a lot of different shit you can do and that they don't really have in this space already, right? Basically everybody come with this same format. When you got the you got like I say, these court cases. A lot of people interested in court cases. People take off work just to go and bear witness in the courtroom, right? So a lot of people interested in court cases and outcomes of them. The details, the details.
Chalk said it was postpartum psychosis. That's very interesting. Also, Cash App says black people problem is inbreeding from the words of Angry Man. What? I need that clip. The Cash App says black people problem is inbreeding from the words of Angry Man.
What do you mean inbreeding? That's like you and your cousin, you and your sister. What do you mean inbreeding?
Right. Yeah, that's inbreeding. Yeah, that's what that means.
Is he saying that that's a majority thing in the black community?
I need to see the clip of Angry Man saying that. That is crazy.
Man, people crazy out here, man. I can't. Hey, he can't believe that. Do he? I don't. Come on, man. You saying
I don't understand what Calvin Cook saying that Target is a necessity store? How is it a necessity store? It is not a necessity. I'm in a country where it ain't not one of those things.
and in the 90s and early 2000s, it might have been 20 families per city, black families per city that shopped at Target.
Right.
People, it wasn't even no store that you went in and saw the majority of blacks in. Blacks didn't really go in that store.
We went to goddamn Pathmark, goddamn it.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, like I say, the ones who they want to be included, they want to fit in. They want to be followed down the aisle and see how many items they touch. And you hear me? That's what they want. They want that shit. Yeah. I'm telling you.
What's this red tag special? I love the way how they wear khaki and red.
Yeah, they want that shit. So they want to be followed, and hey, they want to hear all the codes being yelled over the intercom when they walk in the store. All them different codes.
Hey Cody, they don't even recognize that they following them to make sure they don't steal. They like, man, this is some good customer service.
Right.
The people they just follow me around the whole store.
Like you need him to help you pick out tissue. He don't know what you like to wipe your ass with.
Can I get a 2-ply or 1-ply? Oh shit.
No, he monitoring you, big dog. He ain't helping you. He monitoring. There's a difference.
Hey, but I do need to see that clip of Angry Man saying that because I need the context of that. If he said that, that's crazy. If he said that's our problem,
I wonder how he get all the way to inbreeding though. That's fucking crazy.
That sounds wild. I gotta see that and understand the context to that shit.
All the way to inbreeding. That is crazy. I mean, come on, man. Are you serious? You saying that you think the majority of us born from uncles and sisters, right? Or some shit. What's going on? The majority, if he's saying
I'm not hey Cody, I don't know what Angry Man said. Like that shit sound crazy though. If he's saying the reason why we violent and have problems reading is because of inbreeding, that shit sound crazy.
Man, that mean a lot of us our uncles is your daddies.
Right.
Or your somewhere around there like that. You know what I'm saying? So can't believe he believed that. That is crazy.
I need to see that footage right there. Now that's some footage we need to review right there, goddamn.
Yeah, we need to roll the beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, we need that footage right there.
It was on his show. He probably put that shit on his show.
And especially if nobody checked it. What?
Yeah, he probably said that shit on his show by himself, where he couldn't be checked, and blocked everybody in the comments that tried to check it.
and then Cody, they be coming here mad as hell at me, and that man he be blocking like at least 20 people a show. Shit.
Yeah, but I'm like, man, Angry Man out of line for that shit. He better not come on Trey's show tonight, and I be looking. I'm going straight on the front and ask him about that shit. Hey man, what's up with this inbreeding shit? Hey, you said who was what? Nah,
I need some clarity, sir.
And now he gonna exclude his damn self out this inbreeding shit though, obviously, right? How you missed the inbreed?
Right, everybody else didn't.
It had to be going strong in the 70s if it was. Shit. What are we talking about? Yeah, so I'm telling you, I know he excluded himself out of that, so I don't even make sense. Inbreed. Man, you know who doing all the inbreeding, them rednecks over there in them goddamn hills of Tennessee. You hear me? They got their inbreed like it ain't nothing.
Damn. So I gotta holler at the crazy part, Cody. I gotta go and holler at John Goat to go get it. That's insane right there. But you know, John Goat, he be on Angry Man Neck. So I'm gonna have to holler at John Goat to get that footage. I can't believe I gotta go to somebody like John Goat to get the footage. God damn.
Yup, see? That's that go back to that whatever it take to be down, you just take it sometimes. You be like
because the funny part about it, John Goat and Angry Man's kind of in the same boat. So that's the funny part.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. How he don't like Angry Man and he's stealing all this shit. They saying the same thing?
They saying the same thing. Goddamn. So I gotta go holler. I'm gonna go holler at John Goat and get that clip. God damn, I gotta get that clip. That's crazy.
Angry Man need to stop, man. He know he ain't said that. They probably took it wrong. He probably said
he better have. We better miss. I don't know. That just sounds wild for a grown man to say.
Inbreeding. And like it's just obvious proof of this shit, right? And I'm like, come on, How you just come up with it? How you get there from
How do
all
you
the
get
other
there?
shit?
That's black people's problem. That's not like an American
Yeah,
problem or a small town problem. I could get
yeah,
if you say it's
that's
a
what I'm
small
saying.
town problem, right? It's only 500 people, and okay,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But how you get all the
okay.
way there on the black community that this is? Oh, that is such a reach.
That is crazy. Everybody don't think like Jay Prince to go ahead and pop off your cousin like that. Nah.
Yeah, this nigga crazy here.
Yeah, he crazy for real for that.
That boy said, I seen that boy last night. Boy, that boy said him and his cousin was finna do it on the stream or some shit. I was like, what the heck?
Oh,
Nigga, you fought it, nigga.
god damn. Damn, Black Proud said he said inbreed like dogs.
Oh yeah,
What?
he full of shit. This man done lost his damn mind.
Inbreed like dogs? You know how many problems you have when you inbreed dogs?
And
And he said that's
dogs humping their mamas and shit. And man, he just
oh yeah, I gotta find I'm gonna holler at John Galt and find that. Oh, I gotta also holler at Corey Love too.
can you imagine how the super chats flooded in after he said that bullshit?
That shit is wild, right?
It was black people sitting them agreeing with this shit. Like, your mama ought to slap the skin off your forehead, you sorry bastard.
Saying some nonsense like that.
Yeah, man, your
Shit.
mama ought to slap this shit out of you, man. Ain't for real.
Hey.
That's some crazy shit. But what
And they
is you
want to come
saying?
over here. They want to come over here and try to check me about not supporting a corporation that's being disrespectful to us as a whole. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. No, we're just lost in America, man. They want to be down, branding them.
Mm.
It's hard when they want to be down. It's hard to steer them up off of, man. Yeah. Want to be down with a gang? You get gang initiated, and it's by 7, 8 niggas slapping you across your head, back, and neck. You hear me? But you want to be down, so you accept it. You know you can't got no win, but you want to be down, so you accept this little ass whooping, this little punishment. You hear me?
Damn
You,
brandy ass niggas, huh?
yeah, I'm
God
telling you,
damn.
nigga, Brandy. I'm telling you. He's like, man.
But what I do see is that a lot of people will act like they don't want to talk about that relationship talk, but man, they lying. Let's talk about something that's more important. They be lying.
Now,
Why
relationships
you
are
think people?
important, though. I think relationships are important.
Mm.
But I think it's I just think if we don't get nowhere when no one's being honest with their
Yeah.
situation, right? When no one's being honest with their downfall, their wrongdoings, and everybody's pointing fingers at everybody outside of them, that's when you're spinning your wheels and not getting nowhere with the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Because we
I
can't
agree.
really get to the bottom and figure out what's really going on with relationship. We can't really get to understand, hey, what's the rhyme and reason for things going right the way they do so often, right? Because people won't stand on or stand in what they actually been they've been bringing to the forefront. They've been making this shit transpire, right? But they won't stand in
Absolutely.
it. They'll run from it. They'll blame Sharon because Sharon said this and my girl heard it. Then she went to tripping. Now they do that type of shit. You feel?
They do, for sure. It be so crazy. They be trying to act like I be saying shit like Yada Awakening. I don't say nothing even close to what that brother be saying. Shit. And like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing even remotely close to what that man
Oh,
be saying.
Sharon, my fault. Let me say this. Now they shocked me last night, big dog. I was genuinely shocked. You hear me?
Mm.
Cause I just knew they was gonna come running to the internet saying y'all the wife line and I don't believe her. I say the best thing happened for her was the black eye. Cause
Damn.
goddamn me, if she ain't had that black eye, oh boy, they'd have shitted on her. You hear me?
Mhm.
So I'm like, with the evidence of the black eyes, what really saved her. Cause goddamn me, if she didn't have the black eye, and she just came out and said that this bite-sized ass nigga was beating on her, and none of these lame ass nigga wouldn't have you get what I'm saying? They wouldn't have accepted that. They would have been like, no, I don't believe her. Oh man, she's full of shit. He's taking care of her, providing for her, all this bullshit. You hear me?
Right.
When all along, I just drew it that way anyway. If a man want all that, if he said he wanna pay you to not do nothing, sit around, he wanna run your every breathe. Hey, that's 2 minute breaths in 30 seconds. Bitch, why is you breathing that hard? You hear me? When that's going on, I know it's some abuse around there, because that in itself is abuse.
Hey, some of the things he say, like the fact that he feel like he gotta shower her with gifts. Only men, from what I witnessed, only men that is doing the wrong things is showering their wives with gifts and flowers like that.
Oh, come on, man. We all know this, man. But we got these groups of guys that's gonna say, no, you don't know that.
Especially like those type of gifts that he keep talking about. Like those ain't just like normal gifts you just give every day. That's gifts where you're like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah. You begging for forgiveness and some you want some reverence. You want some goddamn hey baby, I'm sorry, baby, please type shit. You hear me?
Yeah. That's what he always looked like that to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I never really paid attention to him that much anyway, because like for me, maybe because we from where we from, like we can recognize a goddamn scammer from a mile away.
A gimmick. We get mad. We got a gimmick way around yonder. I seen the gimmick and smelt this phone ass. You hear me?
like come on, like we know, and then all you gotta do is look at, like we see when the gimmick was that rap style look, he did that to a T as well. And then he realized, oh, I could go from rapper to conscious community. He did the whole thing with the beads and bruh, get the fuck out of here.
All this, so that's why I be like, man, come on, man, we gotta do better, man. As far as like when it just come to thinking, we don't even think, don't want to take the time to think. Come on, man, you know, it's bull on this man he's selling too many dreams at once. You hear me? And then when
too many.
And then I can't I just can't get along and go along with no man that constantly run to that Bible to manipulate the relationship, right? I just can't condone it, and I won't. You understand what I'm saying? When I see it, when I hear it, I'll top go, hey man, he full of it. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you about.
Yeah, so I just always been like that. I don't do it in my relationship. I don't do my wife like that. I don't treat her, and I believe in God and I read my Bible, you know what I'm saying? But I don't do my wife like that. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's
and
like
also another thing I learned too is that any man that always got to use his wife as the reason, hey, it's a problem. That's why I keep telling when they keep like, Sharon, why you don't tell these women how to know? Because my woman is mine. I'm not trying to teach a bunch of other women how to act like my wife. That's crazy.
And it wouldn't work anyway, because they wouldn't be able to mimic and you can't it's so hard to mimic a real life scenario to, you know what I'm saying? So for us to be able to put it in a fake action or real life scenario, it would be hard to get real reaction, right?
Yeah. I would have to be constantly in conversations with them to say, hey, no, you got to move like no, I can't, like, no, that's not my job to be attempting to correct women on how to be a better wife. That's insane to me.
Yeah, at that point, you'd have made her your wife.
That's and for some reason, you know, a lot of men, they try to use that as excuse, but they can't understand that. But I understand why they don't, right? They don't understand that your wife is personal to you. It ain't no goddamn cookie cutter version of a wife. No, she got to be personal to you.
Yeah, it's not.
And you are personal to her. You know what I'm saying?
And that's from personality to compatibility to all across the board. It's for you, and it should be designed for you, and you should vice versa, right? It shouldn't be, oh man, my woman need to move like Sharon wife move, or I don't want
Right.
It shouldn't be that.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that, and it should, and that's why I never actually use my relationship as a, as a talking point, because that just doesn't make sense. Like some things you could talk about, right? Some things you could is generic.
Yeah, the generic things of relationship, like hey
don't
man,
disrespect me. Don't be just cursing me. Like some things are generic, but for the most part,
the nuances and the uniqueness of this relationship, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna stand alone. It ain't gonna look like yours.
ain't gonna look like yours. Straight up. Cody, it says the cash that says Cody, teach Sharon how to check angry man.
You're right. Hey, all you gotta do is just whenever you catch me engaging with his ass, just take notes, big dog. And then you're gonna think he took some melatonin or some shit. Well, put the baby to bed.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Shout out to Unlikely. Unlikely about to start a show right now. He said he was
going
on
live?
a panel. Yeah, he said he was on a panel where Tommy was saying it's okay to hit your wife. I'm reviewing it in a minute. God damn. Shout out to Unlikely. That should go up. And that's a good excuse for me to go take a nap. And I got to start getting better at doing the, like waking up like 5 in the morning and try to do like an afternoon show. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get on my Dean with that. Try to do 2 shows a day and also 2 videos a day. That's what I gotta get on, Cody.
Yeah, that afternoon show will be live, Sharon. I think that'll get real crunk around here, man.
So I'm put more work on my load that I don't really have time for. So I'm gonna do 2 videos a day and do 2 shows a day. So that's why I can get a little bit of rest in between.
Hey man, look, whatever you do, just don't let these people get you into it with Miss Anya and she put them hands on you around there, boy.
And next you know, I'm be coming on the stream with some big glasses, you know. Yo, what up, Mark? Oh shit. All right, so we're going. I'm attempt to wake back up at 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon for y'all.
Yeah.
Soon, Black and Proud. I'm trying to solidify a couple of more things over here. I got a couple of meetings that I'm attempting to solidify before I come back. Hopefully I can. If not, it is what it is. Just be a missed opportunity. But I'm trying to solidify a couple of things. This way I can get up out of here. Thank you for the check-in, Black and Proud. Everybody go check out Unlikely Crazy Ass. E about to go review some funny stuff and some great stuff. Shout out to Unlikely. Shout out to everybody that showed me some love and support today. I really appreciate y'all. I can't do this shit without y'all, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need me, hopefully, and I need y'all. Y'all already know that. I'm gonna admit it. Hopefully y'all can say the same thing, and then y'all rock with me and I'll rock with y'all. Let's keep on building this plane while we fly it. All right, y'all. Until next time. Got any final words, Cody?
Nothing wrong with being. Let me